What it do, what it do, what it do. It's your boy Big Val Opinion back with another live video. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that share button. And most importantly, make sure you sub to the channel. Turn on that post notification bell so that you be notified each and every time that your boy Big Val is going live, man. With that being said, let's get into this intro.
And I just really want people to know I appreciate anybody that's helping me. I appreciate anybody that's helping me. A lot of people have been there for me. I just don't want people going back and forth, being mad at each other because one person did this for me and another person did that for me. That's what the devil wants. He wants to cause confusion. That's what these people want. They want to cause confusion. And confusion ain't going to do nothing but keep me in here. But the real thing here, lifetime, as far as quick on lifetime, as far as lifetime is concerned, there are real people, real women out here really being abused, really missing. They're really missing. They're really chained up in basements. I've been in here 4 years. I haven't seen one person that was ever chained up in a basement come forward for anything. But I tell you one thing, before Lifetime came out, I was minding my business. I was in the studio. I was working with celebrities. I had tours. But when Lifetime came out, all of that went away. Meaning, before Lifetime came out, I had no charges pending against me. Nobody had went to a radio station or had went to, a police station. It took a year to put together Lifetime. If all of the things they said I did on Lifetime were true, it only take a minute to go to a police station. But when there's a crime committed, you don't go make a movie on it. You go to the police station. Nobody had done that.
Okay, y'all. Okay, good morning. Good morning. What it do? It's your boy Big Val Opinion, and I'm back with another live video, man. We getting it in early today because you know what? Your boy got to work tonight. So guess what? We had to come on here today, man, and bring this information to you. No other way to do it but to bring it to it. You know what I'm saying? Woo! It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on, but I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something for the listeners out there. It's a lot going on, but none of what's going on is surprising to people that has been following this R. Kelly case for the last 5 years. Everything that we are seeing has been predicted to happen. So now we are just seeing the results of conversations that we've had on countless platforms when we talk about what they're doing to R. Kelly, the treatment that they're giving R. Kelly, and how they are setting the format to come after others in the fashion that they did to R. Kelly. People may be listening, they may be asking, what do you mean? If you go and look at the language that they are using in these lawsuits, the language is damn near verbatim to the accusers that accused Mr. Kelly.
Oh yeah.
You got Brother Derek on the panel. We got Uncle Muse on the panel. When I'm reading through this charge sheet, when I'm reading through these lawsuits, the words that stick out, there are words that stick out. You know why these words stick out? These words stick out because we have seen these words when we're talking about Mr. Kelly over the last 5 years. So the thing is now, you mean to tell me that these actions are taking place. These actions are taking place. All these guys are committing the same actions in separate occasions all over the world. with different women, but the guys have different stories, but the women all have the same stories.
Yeah, man.
Some shit. I mean, if the guys have different stories, but all the women have the same story, is it, or could it be that all of the women are being represented by the same lawyers?
I believe so. There's a Gloria Allred somewhere. Somewhere, baby.
No police records, no medical records.
You ain't
Lawsuit.
got to file no police report, bro. You can just go get some bread, man. That's crazy.
You say no police record?
What?
You say no police record?
What?
No medical record?
What? I swear, man. Okay. Shit.
Shots fired. Shots fired, man. Shots fired. What up, Lil Mac?
What's up, Lil Mac? What's up, Provoked Thought? Nephew, I got one question for you. What the heck is you doing up?
Boy, that's crazy.
What is you doing up?
Man, I was off last night.
I know I got to look at you, nephew. I looked at my phone. I said 13 minutes ago he sent that. I said, he on live? I said, boy, nephew, no, I got love for him for me to come on this live this morning on the first day of my off day.
Oh, man.
Hold on, right quick. Hold on, man. I thank you for coming, man. Hold on. I thank you for coming, Unc.
Hey, you know what, music? It's even bigger than that, man. You were part of the cause. You was called. It was a calling. You like, oh, I gotta be here for this.
Man, I got my nephew, man, like 4 flat tires, man. So,
hey, yeah, man. One thing I want to say to y'all, man, for real, I really do appreciate y'all coming out for that live. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it was profound. I feel like that, people are kind of checking it out slowly but surely. And, I really hope to bring a level of awareness, man, because like you said before, this is nothing that we ain't discussed. We knew, we just wanted to know who was next. But we knew it was going to be a next. We knew it was going to be a next. The only thing was who. They kind of hit me. They hit me with a couple of little, all right, yeah, but some of them were shockers, man. That Jamie Foxx shit blew me. I'm like, I ain't heard a damn thing about this dude.
We haven't heard from Aaron Hall since the New Jack Swing days. He back in the news.
When he was calling motherfuckers dumb bitches on Piece of My Love and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Goddamn, Jimmy Lovine. Oh, come on, let me do this.
Run the list. It's a list. We got a
Jimmy
list.
Lovine, man. Goddamn, Jamie Foxx, Aaron Hall, P-diddy, another guy.
Axl Rose.
He's not no celebrity. He's not a celebrity, but Mayor Eric Adams in 1993. Come on, man, 30 years ago.
Boy, I mean, they hot. They have a hot pursuit, man. And check it out. It's still Friday, bro. The day ain't even over.
Mm-hmm.
They gave a holiday reprieve. I guess these victims had to eat. These alleged victims had to eat for the holiday, but today it's going down. I bet you.
Interscope.
I bet you.
Co-founder Jimmy Lovine faces sexual abuse lawsuit.
yeah.
When he fucked up, and I said it right away. Yeah, like a lot of us said it right away. Once he settled that lawsuit, his ass opened up the floodgate.
Yeah.
He opened it up.
Yeah. I told somebody.
He let his lawyers and his people talk him into that shit, man.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, it's coming to a point that I feel like these cats need to learn how to fight, man. At least Kale's at the, what I'm saying, the fault.
Yeah.
And win, lose, or draw, he fought. And I mean, y'all sat up here and y'all was quiet, and now y'all settling like crazy. You know what I'm saying? I think, what I'm saying, Kales was hitting them with 250,000, but y'all coming out of 100 mil. Man, see what happened? The
Yeah,
price
but even
getting
in
higher.
Kel's case, we can prove that R. Kelly didn't even have a chance to fight these lawsuits that he was paying out. They literally cut him out the picture.
Shit, he found it out 10 years later. Shit, who what?
I paid what? I don't even know this helper.
Right, straight up. Like, man, what the hell is this? Who in the fuck? Like, so you get, but I'm telling you, man, when you peel back this shit, man, look, I would say when it comes to Diddy, man, it's kind of tough because I want to reserve judgment. I promise you. I want to reserve judgment.
We gonna reserve it, man. We gonna reserve it, man.
I want to reserve it because it's alleged. You know what I'm saying? Because my thing is, of course, people gonna come crawling out the woodwork, and it's the ones that come out the woodwork I got the issue with. You know what I'm saying?
Every woman you ever dealt with, once that initial situation take place, once that initial woman come out and you settle that shit with no fight, no pushback. Oh man, every woman you ever fucked with prior to that is finna come out and speak against you.
That's your ass. I mean, it's your ass. I mean,
even if y'all had a good relationship, you're gonna be disappointed. You're gonna be like, bitch, I took you to Neiman Market, sex film. Man, you ain't never have a bad day. She can get some money out of your ass. You was the worst person she ever met.
Promise you. Boy, you was a woman beater. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You was beating up on niggas. You was just out here. You doing your thing. Crazy because, like I said, I want to reserve my judgment, man. I really do. But it's hard. It's hard with Diddy though, man. It's tough for me because as long as they've been talking about R. Kelly, it's been whispers low key about Diddy, man. Come on.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something else though that I noticed in the articles. Right, they had to file a lawsuit in R. Kelly case to sequester the females' names, right? To take their names out of the paperwork. They had to file a motion to have the accuser's name sequestered. Mm-hmm. Now you go to Diddy paperwork. Let me show you something. If you go to Diddy paperwork, Diddy ain't been to court. Ain't nobody filed no motion. How is his accuser's name Jane Doe?
Man, I don't know. I really don't. That's a $1 million question.
So Diddy has been accused of rape and sexual assault in a third lawsuit filed against him, the music mogul. According to Rolling Stone, Diddy, real name Sean Combs, has been accused of forcing 2 women to have sex with him in 1990 or 1991. The suit also alleges that singer Aaron Hall, best known as a member of R&B New Jack Swing group Guy, raped both women on the same night.
Man. Screw me.
According to the suit, the plaintiff listed in the filing as Jane Doe. You already violated this man's rights to due process.
Mm-hmm.
He have a right to know who this person is.
Get this rando some money.
Jane Doe and a friend were invited back to Hall's apartment following an industry event. She claimed Diddy coerced her into sex. How is that rape? What the
man? You can't even convince nobody no more. You can't even like yes, no. All right, maybe. All right, cool.
Do they not understand what the R word is?
Man,
do they not know what it means to be R-P-E-D?
I'm talking about when you think about a rape, you don't think about what I think about is a cat, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about your panties toe off. I'm thinking about your lip busted, eye blacked.
A fight.
You know what I'm saying? He literally tried to take it. You know what I'm saying?
snatched you up from behind.
Yeah, he literally straight up snatched it, like for real. It's not like, you know what I'm saying. If that's the case, man, you know what I'm saying. It's all throughout time. It's been some pressure applied a little bit to convince somebody to sleep with you. You know what I'm saying? Some people done had that happen, but it's not like you going out here peeking from behind corners, grabbing females up, pulling them in alleys, pulling knives on them. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
it's crazy to me. It's crazy because it's such a they've widened the scope so far that it's almost like, well, damn, you know what I'm saying? It got a little rough. You know what I'm saying? We was on some freak shit, and the freak shit went a little bit too far. And now you can say you didn't want it.
Now listen to this shit. Say she claimed Diddy coerced. That means she cooperated. Her into sex, and that Hall later barged into the room, pinned her down, and forced her to have sex with him. Doe say her friend, who is not involved in the filing, claims she had been forced to have sex with Combs and Hall in another room. So how the fuck? Come on, man.
They were bouncing from room to room.
Homies, I mean, this shit ain't happen. If you and your homegirl, why we going? If we flipping y'all, why we putting y'all in a separate room?
Right.
But she want to make this shit seem so nice and so.
Nah, what it was that they pulled the switcheroo on them pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
Well, how she trying to make it seem as if one of them went in the room, then the other one. How
don't that remind you of something though? But don't that remind you of something?
She gonna say Hall barged in the room while her and Diddy was still in there. So this is what she's saying. While her and Diddy was in the room, Hall barged into the room. She say she claimed Diddy coerced her into sex, and then Hall later barged in the room, pinned her down, and forced her to have sex with him.
Nah, they had a freak night out with Aaron Hall and Diddy. That's all that happened, man.
That's it.
I don't think.
Did she say her friend, who is not involved in the filing, claims she had been forced to have sex with Combs and Hall in another room. So I guess this is all bullshit. I'm not gonna say it ain't nothing that couldn't.
But who was watching the one while they was double teaming the other one?
See what I'm saying?
And why, if you under this type of attack, why is it that you didn't run?
Why you didn't leave?
Why you didn't run and go find the police or something?
Then look where they say they came to, man. She said they came back to Hall's apartment. Come on, man. Y'all are not in a house. Y'all are not in a secluded neighborhood somewhere out where the rich folks at. Y'all in a fucking apartment, man. Come on, man. I'm not saying that they possibly didn't have sex with Diddy and Aaron Hall, but what I am gonna say is the way the shit went down is not the way that this young lady is saying it went down, because at what point did you realize that you were being attacked, that you did not get up out of there and leave? And if your friend, if the shit went down the way you said it went down, Jane Doe, your homegirl would be involved in this filing. But by your homegirl not being involved in this filing, it says a lot about what happened that night.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
So don't say her friend who's not involved in the filing claims she had been forced to have sex with Combs and Hall in another room. The suit also alleges that and irate Combs visited the woman and her friend again days later, choking Jane Doe to the point that she passed out, resulting in her seeking medical treatment. Why he hadn't been charged with this shit? He was worried that she would tell the girl he was with at the time what he and Hall had done to them. The complaint says neither Diddy nor Hall have yet responded to the claims within the lawsuit. This is now the third sexual assault lawsuit Diddy has been hit with in a week. This is the third assault in a week, man.
You know what? But you know what? The problem is that don't nobody it's like people's eyebrows in society don't ever raise and be like, that's strange.
Now look at this shit. It says the trio of lawsuit has been filed thanks to the Adult Survivors Act in the state of New York. Normally, incidents occur in the early 90s would have happened too long ago to meet the statute of limitation placed on civil lawsuits. But the act passed in 2022 created a year-long window where those limitations were lifted. This is why I was telling people the importance of Bill Cosby in the R. Kelly case. They did this shit for shit like this.
Mm-hmm.
A number of other high-profile figures have also been sued under the act, including Jamie Foxx, Jimmy Levine, L.A. Reid, Bill Cosby, and New York Mayor Eric Adams. Man, are you serious, bro?
Yeah, they serious.
This is how they going out. This is how they going out. So when I had a conversation with people, and they be like, they just come out and say, "Oh, R. Kelly guilty." See this, but I'm gonna tell y'all something though. All of this shit that we're seeing right now could possibly shift. It's gonna shift the world in the way the world look at shit. This shit is finna make the world go back and look at a Bill Cosby case. They finna go back and look at an R. Kelly case. They finna go back and question themselves because at some point they're about to start seeing that, hold on, this shit just ain't all of a sudden. All of these people being sued, not criminal, no charges pressed against them, none of that, just civil lawsuit.
I want your money. I want your money. I want your money.
Tag team me in anytime y'all ready.
Oh yeah, man.
And it's gonna take me about a couple of seconds to say what I'm about to say. Y'all be at the right time in the morning.
Jamie Foxx was sued on Wednesday for allegedly sexually assaulting a patron in a rooftop bar in New York in 2015. The woman identified in the suit as Jane Doe. Here we go again. How are these women being identified as Jane Doe? We know in the New York and R. Kelly trial that they had to file a motion and they had to give reason for these women to be called Jane Doe as they used the survivor R. Kelly bomb threat and other acts to sequester information, names, and different things like that.
Right.
So why are these women being called Jane Does and Puff Daddy, Jamie Foxx, and these new lawsuits that's coming out? These guys they should be able to see the name of who's suing them.
Right, and at least Cassie had the balls to put her name out there, man. That's the only thing I can say.
Alleges that Fox took her to a secluded corner of the Catch NYC rooftop lounge, rubbed her breast, and groped her under her pants against her will. Man, come on, now. We're talking about Jamie Foxx, man. We talking about Jamie Foxx, man. No, come on, man.
Mm-mm. You know, you can't.
Man, come on, man. What you got to say, man? This shit is unbelievable. Hold on, man. I just can't help this shit, man. What the fuck? I don't understand this shit. Help me understand it, huh?
All right. Let me say this first. Let me give a good disclaimer. It's foul and it's out of order that any man has to violate and take and try to do anything to harm any woman that he's supposed to be protected of, whether that be in his household,
Mm-hmm.
or in the community, in his church, everywhere he goes, with everything that affects him across the four corners of the globe. No one is advocating that and making light of none of that. So for those of you that may be in the bushes, let me just establish that nobody's talking about that foolishness. Okay. And if someone has not gotten therapy and counsel and having someone professionally that's credible to navigate them through something that may have traumatically happened to them, you know what I mean? Then we ask you that you do that. And those individuals that have been through such, you know what I mean, trauma things are working to navigate to get yourself healing. And that's a long process. And you need a support system and a network around you to help you navigate through that. But them type of real people are not trying to write books to get quote unquote famous and get all that kind of attention. They're trying to heal their soul and get some clarity and understanding of why this and get themselves back together. So I hope people are able to use their brain and get that. That's number one. And put that out there. All right. Number two, I'm number two, and I'm gonna yield back. And I'm gonna ask a question on number two. You got me at the right time in the morning time. All right. Somebody's finna be blessed and set free. You gotta be blessed and set free. Because when you're not set free, when you're not whole within yourself, when you have not accepted a heightened sense of awareness for your present condition, when you have not got a support system, authorities, people from DCFS, other leaders to help you address the one that you feel has harmed you. When you don't do anything like that, then you seek after vengeance. You become a renegade. It's dangerous to be in a position like that because you can become a police officer and a judge, a person of authority, and utilize that because there's something on the inside that's not healed, it's not whole. It becomes dark. You can be manipulated like that. That's a dangerous place to be in. So I'm gonna ask this question for my second point, and I'll yield back. This is what I see. This is what I see. I see a Jezebel spirit on this. I see a Jezebel spirit on this. Now, in that particular arena, none of us, we can only speculate and give our opinion based on information, but however, you have to fact check the information that's made available. Why is that information put out the time that it's put out for us to read it and go through it the way we're going through it now? What's behind that? What's the spirit and the intention behind that we see? Don't get lost in the maze. We told you all how critical it was for Mr. Cosby and Mr. Kelly case. But people in their narrow-mindedness don't want to hear it. Like some of the chat members just said a moment ago. Keep the same energy. Keep the same energy. Because while y'all was checking out the foolery in the YouTube streets and not thinking common sense for yourself and fact checking, now look what you have seen now that has hit our culture. So I'm asking the question this. What happens, chat family and panel, if you remove the strong man out of his dwelling place of position? And when I mean his dwelling place of position, I mean, nephew Ba, if you remove the leader, the protector, who creates an alliance of other protective men that govern and keep individuals from coming in and infiltrating their household, their community, to get to their children and their men. What will happen if you remove those men across the four corners of the globe in their position, wherever they may find themselves, whatever career, and what do you have when you remove them out? Why is it so important for men to be leaders in their home? Why is that so critical? What does a man represent in such a way that there's an attack, a satanic attack, to get him out of the way? Why is it that individual wait till the father leave the house and go to work and then try to come to the yard and talk to the wife or get to the children, and the wife have to call husband at work, or daughter have to go call big brother? You know what I mean? What is it about this man's presence that's so threatening that if I remove him, wherever his career is, if he's a regular man that's got a good career, if he is select, it don't matter.
And can I get at it?
Yes, sir.
Can I get at it? Okay, so it's a one word answer, but a longer explanation.
Give me the one word answer and give me the long explanation. I'll walk it through and teach us.
Order. Okay.
Got it.
Order.
Y'all hear what Brother Provoke is saying now. I hear back.
Order. There is an order. There is a natural order, a natural process. Just like the sun go down at night and come up in the morning, and it do it for 365 days to create a year. That's order. When you got a man in the house that got a schedule, that gets up every morning, that goes to work, that comes home and provides for his family, that's order. Therefore, you have a wife that in that order makes sure that while this man is away from home, the house is taken care of, the kids are taken care of, everything is clean, food is cooked. Order. That same woman makes sure that the children are behaving themselves and not disturbing the order of what's happening inside of the home, and making the father have to break off and discipline and do basically her job. Does that make sense?
I'm gonna interject. I will apologize. Please forgive me. I yield right back. I must get some clarity and respectfully.
Yeah, absolutely.
Respectfully, disagree slightly.
Okay.
Both parents do discipline, but
listen. Guidance. I'm sorry, guidance. Because
there you go.
Guidance.
There you go. You got where I go.
Guidance.
Yeah.
The woman does guide the child for the most part. She spends the most time with the child, right?
But the father's the disciplinarian.
But he's the disciplinarian. So I kind of got that twisted. Forgive me for that.
He's not the only one, but he's the primary.
He's the primary. He's when it get bad enough to have to go to court.
Because I'm gonna say you like this, and I'm gonna yield back, and nephew gonna pick it up. Ladies in the chat, I need the ladies in the chat to turn their ears up a little bit more. This Uncle Music, Big Vibes Uncle. Hey, check this out.
Order.
You know when a woman, she can say something 10 to 12 times.
Right. You know,
the patience and the nurturing and the guidance of a woman that God put inside of you is phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal. That's why you got to be on your knees and in God and allow the God's order to get attacked. And both of you are in fellowship with one another in such a way that you always respect God's leading. He has to always make sure he's hearing from heaven. That woman respect his authority in there. He's not dominant over there, but he has a role and you have a role. But the woman, the mother can tell the child, didn't I tell you to do that? And she can go over there and talk this, that. But the father, he said, all right, wait till your father come home.
Hey, but check it out.
And wait till your father come home. and the father can come in there and say it in such a way with a tone. I'm talking about how it's supposed to be in the
Right.
household.
You know, but I'm gonna be honest with you. It's a huge I'm not saying the man has a huge responsibility and a huge level of accountability in this.
There you go.
You know, we can't. The thing about it is, you can't get it done to you sometimes unless you actually allow it. And I think that us as black men have allowed ourselves to be the ones that walk away from relationships and families and things like that. You know, we make it easy
Right.
a lot of times as black men as a whole.
Right.
Not all of us, but as a whole, we make it easy for a woman to say, I can just go ahead and go over here and get on the welfare. You know, we make it, then you make it easy because, and then the problem with that is there is what it does, it takes away the order. And what that automatically does is that puts a case on a man. That puts a case on you. If you got a woman that's at home getting the benefit there, and she got your name down as a father, that's a case on you. Child support case, court document and everything. And if something happens and you lose your job and all that, then they can go ahead and send you off, or they can go ahead and take your license. You know, these are little nuggets of systemic racism. Okay, because it makes no sense for you if a man is unable to pay his child support to take his driver's license, because how's he going to get to a job to provide for his child? You know, at that point, you think about where are those job programs and, and enrichment programs for black men so that they can take care of their responsibilities.
Yeah, I want us to shift there. You got it. You laid that out real good, but I don't want us to get too into that in particular, because that's a whole nother frame. I want us to get back to basically what you were saying, the systemic racism, to help people understand and help our sisters from all ethnicities to comprehend fully.
Right.
And for those who do have an experience, that know the presence of their father and the presence of their grandfather, who was standing as a strong man and principled man that stood in the gap, that did this. I didn't say the person was perfect, because there's no human being that's on this planet that can stick their chest out and say that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Only Christ himself, and I'm not going to get off into the religious thing, but only Christ himself, who was fully man, humanity, and fully God. And I'm gonna move on. That's the only one that can give credit that this person gonna do everything right and hit the mark every time. And no human being in history can ever say that, because in your nature, born in this world as children and kids, small, once they start to growing up, you don't have to teach them this. It's in their nature to miss it and do wrong and say something. It's in their nature.
Mm-hmm.
It's in our nature. What the society is doing is trying to take what's innately in your nature to fall short and miss the act. Even though you apologize, you make adjustments, you mature, you grow, you heal, you advocate for goodness and go against them. Now that's how dangerous this stuff is. Let me get to the bottom core. They're trying to take stuff that's innately that's in life and try to flip that and use that as a law, so people can come and just take your existence and all that you have worked and represent and mean to your community and your household.
Absolutely.
That's how dangerous this is. So if I remove man's presence off the planet Earth, listen to what I just said. This is about removing God's creational role order that he had for men. That's what it's about. I don't care how much money you got, how many degrees you got. I don't care what kind of notoriety you got, what you accomplished on this earth. It don't mean nothing of what I'm talking about.
You're
that God created a man for and a woman for. They both got creational roles that work together.
Yes, but that's one of the reasons why. That's
blueprint that he had for the family. They want to dismantle that.
That's one of the reasons why I've always had a problem with the sperm bank. For real. Mm-hmm. That's why, because what that is that if you got a whole bank of billions and trillions of men in rotation over years and years of semen that you got frozen, and you trying to turn everything around and convince men to chop off their expenditures and trying to flip the sexuality abnorm into the norm, then what you're doing, like you said, is eliminating men.
Yeah, but I look at what this stuff, what's going on right now. I honestly look at it because, I mean, the thing about it, none of this shit, in case they gonna spin the block back 5 years from now, 10 years from now, if you just take a look at what you are actually reading, this shit is about money, man. Mm-hmm. These ain't nothing but quick come ups, because they're not trying to file no criminal charges against none of these guys. They are going after the one thing that we have talked about countless of times when we spoke on when we spoke to the fact that these celebrities would rather pay settlements out to get it behind them versus taking the trial and deal with it. Mm-hmm. So now you're dealing with a whole different. This is like a retroactive era. We gonna call it the retroactive era of lawsuits now, and it's gonna be becoming more abundant and more rapidly than it did back in the day, because back in the day those guys wasn't making the kind of money that these celebrities are making now. So if you look at it with a Diddy or with a Jimmy Lovine, with a Jamie Foxx, man, these people they trying to drain what I can see, and I don't want to speak it, but I'm gonna touch on it a little bit. I can look at them sending these women to try to drain some of the money down, then eventually get them in court and make them fight. And they had to spend more money, you know what I'm saying? More money, and then come at them, criminally, after they felt like they didn't drained enough of the money. So it's a reason behind the Forbes list. It's a reason why the IRS track your money, because these people sit around, they know everything about you. They know if you got $100 million, okay, well then we gonna let's send goddamn 10 women at him. He's selling these cases out 30 million. Them 30 million is gonna start adding up. 30 million, 50 million, 100 million. That shit gonna start adding up. And then they feel like they got your bank, your cash flow down enough to pull you into a trial. Now you finna fight a trial for 5 years. This shit finna cost you another $200, $300 million maybe. Just fighting this shit, lawyer fees, all type of shit you gotta deal with. Then once they feel like you ain't got enough money to fight them, you just gonna give in. I mean, right now we all look at this shit. I say it all the time that I feel like whatever, what happened with R. Kelly was going to happen. But I feel like if that man had $500 million sitting in the bank, he wouldn't be in prison.
He wouldn't be in jail right now.
If he had the money to fight, he wouldn't be there. But they drained him enough to when it came time for him to fight, he didn't have the expenses to put up a fight. And then it's just finna be that we probably be looking at the resort of the R. Kelly situation is something that we may be looking at them when they started with these little lawsuits, different women coming out, 30 million, 20 million, 50 million. These little lawsuit knickknacks and shit gonna be getting hit like that. The next thing you know, and they feel like they got you where they need you at, then they gonna pull your ass into court. because we also look at some of this shit. I read it the other day. Some of these women that came out against R. Kelly in the New York trial, they had lawsuits. They had settled lawsuits already. They signed NDAs, but they came out in a trial and testified against it.
Right.
So then I don't understand if it's that you. I mean, you even settle a case nowadays is not even making it go away, because we're dealing in a different climate. These people are making laws that allow you to they are making laws under certain circumstances that you can come out and speak against an NDA in.
You can basically renege on a deal.
Renege on it, pretty much.
Right. So let me ask you this.
They are countering the defense for celebrities. Celebrity defense was you sign a non-disclosure and everything go away. Now you got people have side back and now they have studied that aspect of it. So we're going to come out with laws under certain circumstances you can speak.
Mm-hmm. So I want to say something and get off that. What is due process? Just let it breathe. Just let it breathe. Let it breathe. My point in saying that is, this is how serious this is, everyone. This is what's going on in our face. R. Kelly, Robert Sylvester Kelly, Tupac Amaru Shakur. Those individuals, in other cases, but these particular individuals, I really plead with everyone. Go look at the interview. It's a short interview. It's maybe a few minutes, if that. Two of them in particular were Mr. Tupac Amaru Shakur. Outside the courtroom, when Pac had that white shirt on, and I believe the gentleman that he finally walked away from and got in the car with that had his arm around him, that was, I think, the late Big Stretch, if I'm not mistaken. That particular interview that they had in that All Eyes on Me movie, and they predicted that little piece right there. The mixture chip did that. Then go to that other one where Pac coming out of, I think he's coming out of court, but Pac has a long dress coat on. I can't even tell there what that was made of. It was nice too, which I can find exactly what that is and get one of those. It's nice. And
you talking about like a cashmere joint?
Yeah. And Pac said in that particular one about, well, you know what I mean, I ain't got no more money now. So what, I lost every job, you know what I mean? You look at that interview, then at first when I just referenced to when he talks about in the white shirt, he's talking about, he said, well, then why they came after me? Because, you know what I mean, because I'm too loud. You know what I mean? He said, my only crime is speaking, talking too loud. Nephew said, allude to it first. When you get to a certain, and Pac said in the interview too, when us, they have a measuring stick, I believe, nephew, and it's obvious that they feel that as far as you go. When your influence goes outside and beyond that, to the point where it's making a change impact on society and changing their way of doing business, backdealing all of that, and is taking shots at that, you on a hit list. See, remember that interview he said in prison, and you wonder why niggas live a negative lifestyle. Because it's safer for them. In other words, if I'm going through life and I got this, I ain't trying to make no waves, man. I ain't trying to give these people a prop. I don't want no smoke, man. Whatever they want me to say, hey, how they want me to go against it, I'm saying I'm with the flow. I'm going to the thing. Man, I'm locked for life. But my soul is tortured. A lot of artists have to just build back, but they talk about it. That's the price you pay for that. The connection I see in these cases And why I'm gonna keep on referencing Pac until somebody go look at those interviews from Brain Screed's reaction. This a UK got on YouTube. Go to his archives with his videos and the one he did on Pac. He does reaction on music from the culture. He's an educator. He studies human behavior and everything. The man is man. He speaks for himself. He's an independent thinker. He's a truth seeker and want to understand the culture. This man articulated Pac's interview that he did, the one he had the overalls on when he did that speech, the one he did with Sway, the one he did with Ed Gordon, the one he did with that Caucasian lady Tabitha, those particular ones that he breaks down the reason why he feels that Pac got targeted, why Pac got killed, what this really was about. This man broke this down. So when I look at Mr. Kelly's case, when we look at the climate of how they're attacking, I see the same blueprint. It's the same blueprint. Now, forgive me for thinking how I think. I'm a truth seeker and I'm an independent thinker. I just go below the surface. I don't see what's up on top. I have to go down deeper what it is. I see a core similarity there. And if you look at strategically what they did, if you look back at the charges that came from Mr. Kelly before the 2008 trial, when the 2008 trial came, from that point all the way to 2015, then you go to 2017, that's when he got all of that. Look at all this stuff. Then go down and look at the Bill Cosby stuff. Then go back to what Pac has always been saying. In those two interviews outside the courtroom, Pac he give you answers to why this is and how this is gonna go. And that ain't no coincidence, and nobody's gonna ever convince me otherwise.
Right.
And this same thing that they doing, they utilizing now. But people are not able to detect that. And you got to be really a truth seeker and an independent thinker. You have to do critical thinking and yield back and get out of the maze and all the foolery and everything that they throw out to you to give you the feed on and get your attention right away.
Mm-hmm.
That don't grab me. That's why I don't get on the bandwagon when something hit the and all that. I just lay back for a minute. I'm like, yeah, I'm asking questions. Why? Why now? Why don't see no DCFS? Why is no police? Why is no hospital records? None of that. Think. Why is that not? Think.
Right.
It's more than about money, all that, but it's more than about money. Your presence, your image, your creational role.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pillar in your home, in your community, in the world, in society, globally. We must destroy that. So when I do that, look how now I can use women as puppets. Look how the children suffer across the four corners of the globe. And I'll distract them by those who I yield back, nephew.
What are they dangling over these women's heads to use them? They using the money to make the women do what they doing. Mm-hmm. They doing it all in the name of the money.
But that's low hanging fruit.
I can get you this. You know, if you come out, I can get you this. We see it with chapter 7. How these women come and file these lawsuits because they were promised some money. You know what I'm saying? It's for the love of money.
That's low hanging fruit.
These women are willing to break. I mean, I'm not just gonna say women because it's men as well. It's the love of money that a person is willing to go against the creator just to feel like they have a little enjoyment for the moment. You know what I'm saying? They get this money, this money only gonna last for a moment. Then you're gonna be right back to have to face the reality of, you know, your situation prior to filing a lawsuit against R. Kelly or P-Diddy or Bill Cosby. Man, the shit's so crazy that what the world has done is it has made our people so dependent on money to where a lot of people will do anything for money. And if it means lying to say that you did this to me, or you know what I'm saying, as long as the money come in the end, then they don't even give a damn. I sat here years ago and I reported on these two women, twin sisters in Louisiana, who accused this black man of raping them. This man did 44 years in prison just to be found not guilty of raping these two women. And the woman gonna say, when they asked her for any her remarks, she said, at least we got 44 years out of the deal. At least we got 44 years out of the deal.
Now, was that about money, though? Was that about money with your nephew?
No, this is
money, though.
No, I'm going somewhere. Okay. I'm going somewhere with it. But I'm saying, when a person is willing to lie on you to advance in whatever degree, in whatever aspect of life, that is a dangerous person. Period. Whether it's for money, is it for sympathy, whatever the situation may be. You have people out here that are willing to lie on you just to get ahead in line. They don't want to wait an extra 10 minutes. The power that women have, when we talk about what the climate is for, is these accusations go as sexual assault and different things like that. When you are willing to lie, on another person knowingly, man, this shit is fucked up on all levels. Whether it's the money, whether it's whatever. A man giving 44 years of his life is worth more money than anybody can receive, especially in Angola State Penitentiary. But this shit that we're seeing now, when it comes to the celebrity aspect of it, it's just noticeable because we got celebrities. But this shit go on in the average community every day. With the average working man, with your son, with your nephew. These type of rumors go on every single day. All because of what? A man say, oh, I don't want to be in a relationship with you no more, or whatever the situation may be. When it comes to men, we have to be cautious about every single aspect of life that we live. Because one thing that we choose to do for ourselves may make somebody mad, pissed off, angry, want revenge. You know what I'm saying? Right now, big vile opinion is big vile opinion. But if I become a bigger influencer in life, and a woman decide to say, well, then he did this, man, I'm telling you, I ain't dealt with hardly no women in my life. But when I become somebody, boy, I'm looked at on a whole different scale. So when you look at the shit that we're seeing right now, man, these are women who probably had regular relationships with these guys. Like R. Kelly said, all it takes is a rumor. One button, you put this shit on the internet, XYZ did this. Now you got A, B, C, D, E, F, G lined up to come sue. I sit here and I think about this shit. If you signing you settling without fighting, and that's why I feel like I don't give a damn how big of a celebrity you are. If you are innocent, you shouldn't be paying no fucking hush money. Take the shit to trial. Fight, because once you pay that settlement out, you damn near saying, it's possible that it's a possibility is what they're looking at. sometimes these attorneys be pressuring these women to keep suing these guys. You know what I'm saying? Keep suing them. But he paid it out, sue him again. I sat here and listened to a Jerron DePay say that she sued R. Kelly 3 or 4 times. But we also heard that same woman say when she went into his house, he wasn't even there. We goddamn Derek girl, Lanita Carter. How many times did Lanita Carter say she sued R. Kelly? 2 or 3 times. And that's just because of the settlement. Oh, he settled the first time. Well, I'm going to sue him again. This shit is way out of hand at this point. When we talk about what these women are doing, man. If Diddy, Jamie Foxx, any of these people were regular working people, would these people be being faced with these lawsuits? Then you got to come with lawsuits from 90, 91. Shit, why you didn't come out of Aaron Hall? This nigga went to jail for taking advantage of a woman. You would have had a damn good lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? When he went to jail for the shit, you should have came out with your shit. But no, you wait fucking 30 years later to want to include him in some shit with Puff Daddy.
And I know that nigga Aaron Hall, like, what the fuck?
You know, it's the love of the money, man. And now it's pretty much if a woman come out with a picture and say, "Hey, I dealt with P. Diddy before," the attorney say, "Well, then do you got proof or whatever?" If they can show any kind of proof that they were in close, not just a picture at a concert, were in close, in private, or anything with a celebrity like P. Diddy or Jamie Foxx, shit, they gonna go put the paperwork through.
Yeah,
they're gonna at least take a swing at it, whether they hit a home run or strike out. That's it.
All you gotta do is prove you was in the room, baby.
That's it.
Prove you was in the room, and it don't even matter what room. You tell me what room it is, we'll believe you. Don't even worry about it.
They just need a foot in the door, and they gonna push that paperwork through. And I tell people they're not even vetting the stories, because if you go back and look at the language in this Puff Daddy shit, it's the same verbiage from the R. Kelly shit. Mm-hmm. The same, these women are alleging the same shit happened.
Mm-hmm.
What up, Lil Mac? Go on, get it, Lil Mac.
What's up, everybody, man?
What up, Lil Mac?
What's up, Lil Mac? Did you hear what I was trying to lay out, Lil Mac? If you was comment on what you got to say and touch on that, please. If you was able to understand what I was driving home, trying to lay down.
Oh, you talking about the comparisons of the rape allegations with Pac and Kel?
Well, you might not heard exactly the what I was trying to break down. So I yield back.
Yeah, I got in on the deep end of it, but
don't worry about it. Go ahead, speak with you.
It's crazy. Even with Pac, the Pac say the woman come up to him in the club and start giving him head in front of everybody, but he get charged with raping her. Come on, man.
This just like me personally. I think it's just a trickle down effect, because R. Kelly was easy pickings, more with the allegations with the leader and the so-called tape. So they ran it with him. So now it's like, oh, okay, we got him convicted. We paying our settlements now. Okay, we can use this same tax against Puffy and other celebrities, because it's like you just said, Big Vi, they using the same scheme that they use against Kels, and they using on Puffy. Like they just taking the allegations and saying that it's true, and they running with it. And they making it like it's a big thing. Because let's be real, if these women were truly victims, one, you're gonna see, yes, you're gonna go. It ain't all about the money. For one, if you was a truly a stand-up woman, you want to be trying to get settlements, you want to be trying to go to Susan lawyer, whoever the lawyers that puppet on them selling out with, you'll you'll go to the doctor, get a rape kit did, uh, go to the police, file a police report. Just like Kale said, his situation, none of these women did this. He didn't have a charge, nothing until lifetime ad surviving R. Kelly. And when it comes to someone, to me, my personal opinion, if you got to go see, you know what I'm saying, not saying nothing wrong with selling civilly, my thing is, these women ain't even going trying to get criminal charges put on first. They going straight to the damn civil court lawyer. All these women in the R. Kelly case, none of them went to the police. They all went to Susan Lawless. And the same thing was going on with Puffy. I ain't never seen none of these women file charges. And then their excuse is they use is, hey, well, he's not powerful. They won't believe me, but at least you will have on file that you went and pursued criminal charges on him. When it comes to the pop situation, my opinion is this: everybody in the world know how much pro-black and pro women Pac was. Before, prior to his allegations, he had a song out called "Keep Your Head Up." He had a song out called "Brenda's Got a Baby." He said even if you was a black queen, mom, you always a black queen. That man was raised by Glow, his aunt, and his mama, Phoenix Shakur, two proud, strong black women. And you think Pop will take advantage of a black woman? No, they know Pop didn't do that crap. They want people, the black community, to turn against Pop. Cause we can't turn against him. He out here, you know what I'm saying, with this thug life stuff. He being a thug. He out here shooting undercover police officers and all that. We can't. He getting in trouble with the law. That ain't stopping him. We gotta get his people to turn against him. If we can get allegations on him or put charges on that he raped a black woman, maybe the black community will you know what I'm saying, was frown upon him, one support him no more. Like, and that, if you go back and look at what they did to Kale, that's the same thing they did to Kale when they aired Surviving R. Kelly. They preached this. They don't care about young black girls, and young black girls are always being victims in the neighborhood, and R. Kelly was taking advantage of these young black girls and selling them out of court and keeping them quiet. Like, they turned that's the main focus why R. Kelly got 30 years, because of that documentary, and it turned every black male and black female against him. But that's my take on the things. But I'm gonna yield back.
Hey, who is Felicia Rashad?
That's the lady that played Claire Huxtable in the Cosby Show.
Okay, I'm going somewhere. Little Mac, walk with me, little Mac. Um, did anyone listen to or see the interview and her response to her fellow, TV coach, Mr. Cosby's case? Did you hear what she said when that stuff was going on out there? Did anybody see that interview? What Miss Felicia Rashad said? There's a line that she said that stands out of my mind. Look, man. She said, "This is all about the image."
Yep.
She didn't say money. People got endless money, man. People can give you money, man, pay you money, and they can, boy, have you sell it. Yeah, I get all that. We can buy everything. Money can take care of bills, man. Money can pay my tuition. Money can take care of my family. I can build up. I can go in a better neighborhood. I can drive another car. I can get my credit straight. I can invest. I can become an entrepreneur. Got all of that. But your
Yep.
image, what you represent, I must destroy that.
Right.
So do anybody have those grandfathers that were in their home, that in the community, wherever you went with your grandfather, because of his reputation and his character and his presence and how he moved, it commanded respect and honor. Does
Right.
anybody have any of those experiences? I believe a lot of us do. Some may not have. So I believe some of us do. Think about what happens to a culture, a family, a community, a nation. When you remove that valuable pillar,
Right.
do
Like
anybody what I'm laying down? Do anybody get in their soul what I'm just trying to lay down? I'm just
oh
repeating
yeah.
it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna touch on that. Like you said, it's all about character. They don't care about money because P Diddy got all the money he want. They'll give you enough money to put you right where you want to be, but they ain't gonna put you in a high powerful position. Because
Ah,
like right now, Puffy, he reached his peak, and they probably looking at it like he's too powerful. We need to break him down a pick. It's always back into the beginning of time. It's all about power. Same thing they did to Dr. King.
thank you.
They knew Dr. King was too much to be dealt with. They had to bring him down. They was even saying that this man was cheating on his wife. They was J. Edgar Hoover was you know what I'm saying, screaming, what they call it, wiretapping his phone calls and saying that he was sleeping, messing around with other women, and the NAACP was cheating on his wife. They tried to do everything they can to destroy that man. And once they noticed that you have your people backing you, that's a threat to them. Look at what they did to Pop. Pop had people backing him. His
Thank you,
people
little man.
were backing him.
Thank
Man,
you.
I hear back. Yeah, I'm feeling what you saying, Uncle Mew.
Thank you. Woo, y'all finna exhaust me and wear me. Y'all push me this morning, boy. Thank you, look, Matt. You just so eloquently just said what I'm talking about. When you in a position of power, remember what I said in the New York trial, or that judge that gave Mr. Kelly the 30-year sentence. Remember what I said. When you're in a position like that of power that govern, that wasn't about no money. Look what her seat represents and how a decision with malice and demonic influence can do, not just to one individual, but to a whole generation bloodline. That's what this stuff is about. All that other distraction foolery is low hanging fruit. They sell cars, man. You can get a home, a HUD home, get time, get loans to pay, any of that, man. But what they're not selling, that they can't buy, that you can't get out of a book, it's character
Yo,
and integrity. That's power that
wow.
influence. And these manipulators, these puppet masters, that's a threat anywhere when they see that type of authority. I must rip that out of that household and that community. That's what this is about. That's what I see. It's a warlock in a Jezebel spirit. That's what it's about.
Well, that Fred Jackson over there, man. That's somebody got that Freddie playing in the
I know
background.
that you.
That's my boy right there. I love Freddie Jackson, man.
Goddamn Freddy, goddamn Freddy.
Freddie was a man, boy.
They don't
But
want
yeah,
that.
catch it on.
They don't want that type of music in the world no more, but they want that. They want that ski.
See, that's what they do. They want you them to dilute rap and dilute and pollute rap. That's why they promote all that. If you notice, you never hear no R&B song being promoted. Why? I never heard no get out the R&B song that they make. It's basically watered down rap. If you just notice that it's no soul in the music, no substance in the music no more. But to touch it back on what Unc said, you got to ask yourself, like, why did they wait till Matulu Shakur was sick on damn near on his deathbed for that man to get out of jail? He was sick. They could have let that man out 20 years ago when Pop was alive. They knew if they let Matulu out with Pop, that would have caused a serious threat to this power structure that we have. They know it with Matulu back in Pop and with the money that Pop had, they didn't want that. They could have been let that man out. To me, that really was a slap in the face, man. That made me mad that man got out there. He died a few weeks later. I was so kicked off about that. But yeah, touching back on the Diddy and the Kale stuff, Big Vi, you know that video I sent you the other night. I want because you play that for the chat. Because when you were talking about those lawsuits on Faison Love, he broke that down to the T. And it was, I said, damn, it's the same stuff Big Bob was just saying on the live the other day.
Hold on, right quick. I'm gonna go see.
Don't worry about it. I'll be back soon. And when I get back, I'm gonna kiss you where I miss you. I'm gonna squeeze you, girl, and teach you.
Big Bob, they're playing that Tyrone Davis, man. They ain't ready for that, Big Bob.
You lying there all alone. Only thing I can think of, baby, is coming back home to me.
Hey, my boy say all the bills gotta be paid.
Well, Big Bob, bro, hey, Big man, I know man why me and Big Bob go. We like the same stuff.
Let's see what Faison Love said. Let's get it.
All you have to say is, so and so looked at me wrong. I said in my head,
Yeah.
and they're and not the police. They don't. It's like the same thing with Bill Cosby. He was trying to tell you. They don't call the police.
They call their attorney.
They call their attorney. And the attorney makes a statement. Damn. But if they call the police, it would be squashed. Because you know what they're going to do? They're going to investigate.
Yeah.
They're going to do, whenever a woman is raped, her body becomes evidence.
Evidence. That's right.
And all they have to do is do a rape test.
But she's talking about a rape that happened however long ago.
You can't prove that.
Right.
So why not go to the police then?
But you see how quickly he squashed it and hurry up and settle it.
You know why?
He did it selling it.
I feel like the reason why is because he don't want some other stuff to come out that
Now y'all see the way that women look at that? Y'all see the way that women look at a man settling the case? That's the problem, right? That's the issue within itself right there.
Exactly.
Look at a man settling a case as in he's trying to hide other shit from coming out versus a man saying, or versus an entertainer saying, I don't want to take this shit to court to prevent. This is why you have to fight it. Because if you don't prove this woman wrong, she got millions of other women behind her thinking that you did something.
And get the right for the other women that come put charges on you or try to settle with you or try to get a lawsuit on you. Well, Big Faison was saying, bro, Big Bob, you said, that's why I had to send that to you. I said, you were saying the same exact shit about Chaos and with this Susan Logan situation. None of them women went to got a rape kit or did none of that or went to the police because if they knew that if Chaos would have went to the police and they would have went to the police on Chaos, they wouldn't have got no money and and the police wouldn't investigate it and it wouldn't have been none there because they were lying. You got to ask yourself, why none of these women go to the police first in this R. Kelly situation? Like Faison said, got their attorney. With their attorney was Susan Logan.
Susan, the lawyer, make a statement, but this woman saying, "Oh, he settled it because he don't want nothing else to come out." No, he doesn't settle it, and this is why I say, when settling cases like this can be a good thing and it could be a bad thing. The good thing is the case go away. The bad thing is people speculate that, hey, you must have did something, because though you're not going to settle something if you're innocent. That's the society way of doing it. But understand, we are regular working people in society. So, of course, our thought process is going to be totally different than a millionaire who has all of this money and lives in a whole different world than we live in. They live in the world. They live in the same world we live in, but they just on a whole different type of time. They don't want to be going in and out of the court, this, that, and the third. So they settle the shit. But I think whoever came up with that decision was a part of the fucking government as well. Whoever came up with hush money has to be a part of the fucking government. Whoever made that a popular thing, hush money. I like to prove myself. Fuck all that. I'm not giving you nothing. You gotta prove I did something. Because guess what? Once you get that first motherfucker together and prove that she's a fucking liar, the rest of that shit don't even grow legs to walk. But if they see you just gonna lay down, okay, sign some shit, okay, shit, come on, next person up. It's like a commodity line.
Right. Because in like this situation with R. Kelly, man.
Bring your boy. I want you to prove what you say you done. I sat here the other day when we was on this live and prove none of these people that was around R. Kelly was for R. Kelly. Demetrius Smith, you come out your mouth and say, I told Robert that I sent Tiffany to Susan Logan, but we see what R. Kelly did. He countersued this dumbass girl. They don't talk about that. They don't talk about R. Kelly lawsuit against her, but they talk about her lawsuit against him. Why? Because they don't want the world to know that they didn't want the world to know that R. Kelly fought against the first ever allegation that came out against him. And why it was only that one? It was only that one. He fought against only one allegation against him. Only one. The very first one, he fought against it, and not after that, you didn't say R. Kelly had nothing else to say about nothing. Was that by design? Or he just shut up?
Yeah, by design. Because if you listen to that man, what he said, I admit.
She stopped even communicating. She stopped even filing paperwork. She just called the man manager, call a lawyer. She said we publicly stopped filing lawsuits. We'll just call his lawyer and we'll do a negotiation between us two, which means R. Kelly wasn't even in the negotiation.
Right. And I'm pretty sure
this shit is sick.
You know, the crazy thing about it is, man, you look at all of these foolish lawsuits, man, all of them look crazy because all of them look like it's exactly the same. Like, if you look at it from what it's worth, man, I'm like, dang, is Puffy about to catch a Rico?
Right.
I mean, because the thing about it is that wasn't nobody, even after surviving R. Kelly, them females was not trying to go to the police station. Guess the police station came to them. Where the hell they do that at?
On the RICO Act, right? Because guess what? They can use the shit that's going on right now with Keith D. They can tie all of this shit into one.
And I'm talking about get that nigga 300 years. Biggie and all that shit.
Yeah, man. This gonna determine some shit right here. This gonna let you know, right? If they don't bring charges on Puffy, and about I say within the beginning of the next year, this shit with R. Kelly, man, they need to let that man go home because they let you know that this system is corrupt.
Hey,
It's more shit out there to me. Oh, go ahead.
In industry cats though, y'all industry niggas, if it's any of y'all listening, y'all know who the hell y'all can blame for all of this fuckery and bullshit? Tasha K and the BOP officer A. You can blame them. It's their fault. Blame them. If it wasn't for them, my mans wouldn't have got 30 years and they wouldn't be on y'all top like this. I promise.
Okay. Tasha, man, I'm telling you, man, Tasha K is done. Tasha K
You
done
see,
for.
hold on right quick, little Matt. Derek, you see right here, James Guy. You see that in the chat?
Oh, hold on. Let me go ahead and take a look. Oh, wait a minute. Thumbs up.
That's my guy right there. What I was telling you about the other day.
Mm-hmm.
That's my guy right there, man.
Okay, that's what's up.
Make sure you say that name right there, so you go to that channel.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, man. But like I said, I blame. You know what? It's crazy because I blame the cats in the industry for what's happening to them right now. Because when R. Kelly went through this, y'all said up and y'all faded right into the background. Didn't say nothing, didn't advocate for that man, didn't do nothing. Y'all went on with y'all life because y'all was happy that the King R&B was out the game. But little did you know, they was coming for everybody. They was going to hit the block again and again and again. I'm talking about
LL Cool J would be next. They say LL Cool J got music talking about going to the high school, picking up girls after school, all type of shit. I heard LL.
Man. I mean, look, if that's the case, you can go after NWA because they had some things.
They say MC Ren had raped somebody back in the day, and they covered Easy E and Jerry Heller paid the girl off to cover that shit up. This you can go back to you can get Dr. Dre. He was knocking motherfuckers out, sleeping with 15, 16-year-old. Michelle Lake, she was 15 years old when was in a relationship with Dr. Dre. They coming for everybody, bro. This R. Kelly shit was just a test run. And like you said, there. Oh my bad.
You say Dr. Dre, then you look on their stream. Interscope Records co-founder Jimmy Levine faces sexual abuse lawsuit. This shit is man.
Yeah,
These people ain't playing.
Yeah, he messed up with Pac, so yeah.
These people ain't playing, man. And what you think he gonna do if they come out to him? All these niggas that he done signed. Did y'all know about this guy?
They still owe the Pac money. Interscope still owe the Pac money, man. But I'm get off that. I'll leave it alone.
Hey man, you know what? And the crazy thing about it is when you think about it, you think about music, okay? Just think about music in and of itself, the indie of an artist in the music industry and contracts and shit like that. And we all know that most contracts, most legitimate record deals are 3-album deals, right? Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got 3-album deals. Tupac signed with Death Row on a 3-album deal. And what people don't realize is that when you do a double album, it's considered 2 albums.
Yeah.
Okay. So he had I did a double album, and then he was coming out with Machiavelli. He was about to be gone. Gone. Okay. And they weren't gonna reap no benefits. You know, I mean, he was actually probably gonna do Def Jam, the Death Row East, or whatever the case may be, or whatever, but he was about to have his own entity, you know.
No, he had his own even when he
Machiavelli Records.
Yeah, when he went to Interscope, he had his own record label already.
Right.
Off the gutter record.
Gutter record, he had already had his own record label prior to going to jail.
Right.
See what it was.
But wait. You gotta let me finish. Okay. So you get this 3-album deal, and then he get killed right before his 3rd album comes out. Okay. Now then you go over here to New York, Biggie. 1 album. One of the hottest albums sold like crazy, Ready to Die. He was about to do a double album. Double album was about to drop. He gets killed right before it drops. You feel me? Okay. So what it is for me in this situation is that I feel like that back in that point, those people these record industry leaders, black leaders, was real ratchet. Suge Knight on one side, Diddy on the other. Both of them diabolical men. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what Suge was doing. I hope he wasn't hunching on his artist, but it seems like Puffy was. He was using a different type of tactic. You know, but what it was that they felt like that if these individuals left and made something of themselves outside of Bad Boy, outside of Death Row, then they would lose out on everything. So they put it in a position where that person was worth more dead than alive. You kill them right before the album come out, make them a martyr. Release their album to record sales. Ready to Die, well, you're not Ready to Die. Life After Death and Machiavelli, those are record album sellers. Am I not lying? Those sold platinum status. They got their money, and then they got more money off of other albums and things like that. You know, because because everything they weren't able to. They own the masters to everything, so they could literally release whatever they wanted under the label still, because those things in him and his name and likeness and all is still under their contract. So you get a person, where an R. Kelly who he should have been gone and was trying to be gone after his fifth album, because he was gonna be his own artist on Rockland. But something happened along the way, and we know what happened. Sex tape comes out. You got to borrow money from record label. You obligated to the record label.
Hey,
you stuck.
We got some breaking news, man. 56 minutes ago. Lawyers of YouTube personality Tasha K, real name Latasha Keeby, has filed this notice of bankruptcy asking for a stay in R&B star R. Kelly lawsuit over allegedly leaked jail calls. Keeby still owes $4 million in a defamation case involving Cardi B.
Nope. No stay, bitch. Namaste. No. He gets nothing. I hope they give her nothing.
Wherefore, debtors respectfully suggest that pursuant to that's codes and case law, that all proceedings in this case should be stayed pending further order of the bankruptcy court. That's another page to this thing, man. Oh no, Tasha K. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work for you, sweetheart. You're gonna have to get this work, you hear me? You're gonna have to get this work, you hear me? You're gonna have to get this work, you hear me?
I'm telling you, it's hot in that kitchen. It's hot in that kitchen. It ain't. It's hot.
Yes, sir.
It's hot over there. I'm like, I know she feel like she's sitting next to a barbecue grill right now.
With a penguin looking at, peacock looking at.
I'm like, that mother say, I gave him R. Kelly to the arrest.
Just sit your ass down. Take a seat. Just take a seat.
You need to stop podcasting. She needs to stop it. She needs to quit. She needs to stop. She need to go ahead and retire. You've done all you could. You finna free R. Kelly. What happens? What happens to your show when R. Kelly go out them doors and your whole fan base knows you did it? What happens then? Straight up.
Yeah.
How do you explain that? How do you explain that to all those? How? I mean, what do you do? Like, I mean, what do you do then? Like, what do you do then? Because everybody know, you know what I'm saying, where your wealth came from, or so-called.
Well, all you gotta do is go back to Tim Savage. You only had 80,000 subscribers before I came on your channel. He told her he made her. He's the reason why Tim Savage say he made her, man. Tim Savage say she only had 80,000 followers, man.
I don't think he lying though.
He said she only had 80,000 followers when he got there.
I don't think he lying about that. I ain't know about no damn Tasha K until R. Kelly came along.
Can I ask a question?
Man, I'm gonna get your question in, man. We're finna get ready to get up out of here because your boy gotta work tonight. Go ahead,
I thought you was off. That's why you was
Hell
talking.
no, man. I worked Wednesday night, was off yesterday, then I worked tonight.
Oh, okay. Walmart and Sam's Club, are they owned by the same founder?
Yeah, they same family. Walmart, Sam's Club, and Walmart, Sam's Club. Shit. What's your one? I think they got the cousin is Costco. It's a big family that own all of them. Majority of them big stores.
So those are three major. So you saying there might be possibly a couple of more, or but
Yeah,
for now,
they have a couple of other. Yeah.
okay. So we can only name those three, right? Let me just go another direction as we close out from everything that I was saying. Let me go this direction because I have a really passion for what I'm saying. I don't be just talking to hear myself talk. You know what I mean? I'm really trying to plant a seed in some people's thinking as they walk away from this live chat. Blessing to everybody who's represented in the chat, man. Hope y'all had a wonderful and a phenomenal Thanksgiving to just come to the conclusion that we got so much to thank the Creator for that it will span over our lifetime. So anytime we get in discouragement, anytime life gets rough, anytime parenting is a challenge, oh man, you learn something every day. To be the best version of you, to walk integrity. You got people who are hurting, who just don't understand it, and a lot's gonna happen. So when you just sit back, man, just bathe in the fact that, man, we got so much to be thankful for. You know what I mean? So let me go this route. You say Costco's, Walmart, and Sam's Club.
Yeah.
What you think will be more impactful if a person in each one of those stores sued a co-worker or they had a slip and fall? Why would they sue the corporations that's up under the umbrella as opposed to a co-worker who was negligent, allegedly, in making sure that particular spill that happened early that day on aisle 14 was cleaned up and taken care of? Now, the employee was negligent. Please hear Uncle Muse. Please hear me. And I don't mean no harm and no disrespect. The employee in my what, how I'm laying this out now, this example, was negligent. It's on camera that they didn't properly fill. So a person came through, whatever the age you want to give them, whoever they is in ethnicity, it don't really matter. Why not hold that employee liable? Well, community, he did. He got taken into office and they suspended him. His record was pretty okay, so he didn't get fired, but he really got suspended, and that was a strike on his record. Which one would be more impactful and why? Why not sue the corporation? Why would you do that? Because they have generational wealth. They are in a position of image of power. So if I want to take somebody out, let's say Walmart, Costco, all of them, they represent a father. A lot of these artists are fathers, man. They husbands, they brothers, they uncles. You know what I mean? They principal men. They pillars in their community, in their culture, whatever ethnicity they are. I'm just going to put it like that. What happened if I remove that instead of just attacking the regular employee that did that field? No. Let me go after the big fish. Now, what are the thinking piece individuals that do this do that across the four corners of the globe with men? Now, what type of household do you have? Now, what's the ramification of that? What happens to your neighborhood, your community? What happens to your city? What happens to the nation? Then, if you got individuals who have influence, who are establishing generational wealth, what if I take them out as well? All of them. Not what type of world and society, community, and household do we leave left while we still as the puppet masters? Double these little individuals crumbs here and there. I got power and generational wealth. Give you a couple of settlements. That's nothing to me. That won't even scratch the surface. That's like peanuts to me. My biggest thing to take the influence and the impact and the leadership out of your household and out of your neighborhood and your community that affect the nation. That's what my real purpose is. Leaves back and I yield back. I hope someone got something out of that. I yield back.
Oh boy, that's deep, man. Come on. So I know you better get out here, Big Vine. I got to roll too. What I want to say is this: pretty simple, man. We see what it is. We can acknowledge what it is. We can believe in people's innocence or guilt, or we can choose to reserve judgment until the end. What I want to do with this Diddy thing is the same respect that I gave R. Kelly. I do want to see all the facts because I do think it's kind of fishy to be in a 10-year relationship and then wait until a couple of days before a deadline to file charges. It's fishy. I don't want to get into the idea of, because, you move a certain way as a victim, man. I mean, that's just the way that it is. I mean, and like I said, we just need to reserve judgment, innocent of guilt or whatnot, and just be fair. If we want fairness for R. Kelly, we got to get fairness and a fair trial and all of that if it ever come up for P. Diddy. You understand? I mean, it's not too hard of a concept to, or a notion to ignore. I mean, it's really something that can be done. I mean, as American citizens, we owe that to each other. We really do. I mean, because we can't expect for that not to happen, and we can do this to an R. Kelly or a Diddy, but when our son and our daughter's in the same position, we're going to want absolute 100% transparency and justice. We can't do it. So, in my mind's eye, we just need to correct our thought processes as to how we judge people, because the same way that we judge people, we can be on that chopping block. We can be judged right or wrong or indifferent, and we can be believed or disbelieved at the whim of anybody. And it can affect our entire lives. Especially black men. Don't think that just because you stand up for yourself and other black men that you ain't never gonna get no ass no more. Trust and believe me, women like people who respect themselves and fight for something. So if you believe in injustice and you see one that's clear, speak on it, black man, because it can be you. And if you don't, 9 chances out of 10, it will be you. And that's all I gotta say.
All right, nephew Vi, relax and get yourself settled. What time you got to be at work, nephew? I know you got a lot of preparation, family, and all of that. So enjoy until next time. Did you eat good yesterday from vote? Oh, he stepped up. All right, I guess I can get out. Get everybody out of here.
Like mountains out high. You're sweet, sweet. When I see you in the street, you just pass me by. You won't even speak. What kind of relationship do we have? I call you every day, and your answer to say, it said you're not at home. So I call you at work, and you say you can't talk, 'cause you got to make money, so you can pay the bills. What kind of relationship do we have? You like mom's apple pie. You're sweet, sweet, sweet.
You like mama's apple pie. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's crazy though, man. What's going on? We're gonna keep our eye to everything that's going on in the news, man. We're gonna keep our eye to what's going on in the news. We're gonna stay on task. We're gonna stay on task, we're gonna stay focused. And we're gonna stay focused, man. And let's see how all of this stuff unfold, man. The most important thing is who's next? Who's next? That's what I'm gonna leave y'all with today. Who's next?